Okay, hey there, everybody. So yeah, starting to do some videos on Songs of Conquest. I'll probably have one out soon again. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to do some more of this one. I've been playing this a bit, and I want to try and also get into the multiplayer on this game. But Dominions 5. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna just make up a game real quick here. And then we're going to try and do something. There's a bunch of stuff that I just don't do properly. And I think that I want to sort of learn how to do this a little bit better. So one of the things that I just don't do very well is early game expansion and stuff like that. And I don't make enough use of independence. I don't make enough use of mercenaries. I think that's all stuff that you would want to be able to do a little bit more effectively. So let's go ahead and grab Quick Pretender here. And I'm going to build a caster pretender again. I think that these are kind of a lot of fun to make. And I think they're actually quite good. So a caster one, in my opinion, is one where you're doing stuff like adding precision so that they're capable of landing their spells a little bit more effectively. You've got double reinvigoration so that they can cast their spells more often. And you've gone for Farcaster, and then you just use minor magic resistance or something. Or I could go with the I could also go with Arcane Command, so I can get some bodyguard units and stuff like that. We'll see what we can afford after that, but I'm just gonna go with one heat scale. You're a skills nation as Jomon, so you can go with an imprisoned, and that's fine. I think we do want a little bit of luck. I think we want a little bit of Dominion. And that leaves us with enough to be able to afford one more pip of something. And I could go one magic scale, but I don't think that that does too much for us here. So I'm actually going to drop that. I'm going to get 2 of these, actually. That way we can get magic power 2 and have Okamis that have got the 2 magic power. So do I think that this is a very strong pretender? Not really. That's not really the point of what we're doing here. Is this an expansion pretender? Absolutely not. But we've got pretty good eco stats. Income plus 19%. And it's actually going to be a little bit better. It's going to be plus 24% a quarter of the time because winter comes. It does mean that summer's going to suck a little bit more, but that's fine. So, alright. So we're just going for a really cheap, really crappy pretender here. And gonna whack our way through some early game. So the reasons I'm not very good at expansion, for one thing, I kind of get a little bit lazy with certain types of recruitment there. I don't necessarily script the best or anything like that. You sort of want to do your scripts based on what you're up against, and I don't really change that enough. And also I don't necessarily... I don't use independence enough, and I don't use mercenaries enough. So we're going to try and use those things a little bit more. Mercenaries, though, if I'm playing against real people, would be a little bit difficult to practice for, because how much can you actually get mercenaries without slowing down too much? I also have to build more forts. Am I building enough forts? The answer is no. Lots of stuff to consider, and lots of stuff I'm not really doing. So this is actually a relatively decent spot to start with. Sometimes you start off with no expansions around you, but we'll see what we've got defending stuff around us. I could profit our ninja. I think that actually is usually a pretty strong way to sort of start, and then you sort of have him go off in one direction or another, and then you use your other guys to sort of attack in a different direction. I do kind of want to get another ninja and one of these guys for our first turn recruitment, and then get some of these guys, but that's a little bit too expensive. I do want to at least get 3 of these guys. So that does mean that we're probably going to go like this, and like this. Because we do want another commander. Make sure that we're using sort of all of our recruitment points there as much as possible, all our resources, everything. Strict Mercenaries, you've got Fordo Boggett's Elite Warriors. Sure, we'll just put in the default bid. I don't necessarily know that I want these guys that badly. What I do want to figure out is, do we actually get the money back if we don't get these guys? So we'll find out in a second here. Yeah, we did get the money back, so that at least is fine. Yeah, so this province is actually quite scary in terms of, the amount of stuff that they've got there. I don't think that we're going to be seeing the most scary commanders here, so I think this is where we send our assassin. The rest of this is going to be like this here. So one thing that I do sometimes do is actually just have our archers mixed in with the spearmen, and we just actually have them all working together. I actually think that this is kind of the better strategy. Let's sort of show you how I sometimes expand. So hold an attack on these guys. Archers firing there. Then we just have these guys set to attack rear. And we have to switch this against some things, like some cavalry stuff. But this is pretty effective in a lot of instances where we're just trying to snipe commanders and stuff like that. Alright, we're going to switch off of those guys. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit more cavalry and one more spearman. We do want to get as many of these provinces as quickly as possible here. This province would be difficult because of those heavy cavalry, so that's why we don't want to go for that. Even though it would have the better resources, this one would also have good resources, but it's also kind of scary. To get up to here, I kind of actually have to go all the bloody way around. You know what, I'm going to do the risky thing here. I'm going to save this one because it's not the scariest types of units, there's just lots of them. I'm going to try and assassinate cavalry commanders, which is kind of hard. That means I could go after these guys first if I wanted to. It's technically a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is sort of like swoop up and around to this province here, I think. And hopefully we'll find some places where we can get some like water units. We'll hit up our research here. We want to get construction 2 at the very least. And then we're going to start working on some other stuff here. Like, I think we want to have access to Strength of Giants. Actually, we want to have access to the Legion of Steel, which is in here. So we want Construction 3, which is a weird one, and Enchantment 3. Because we have easy access to, like, Earth 3s. Not easy access, but we've got good access. Okay, so Ashigar's actually got a little bit swamped there, but as you can see, we probably assassinated their general. I'm surprised they actually got that many of our Ashigars before we killed that stuff, but the heavy infantry is actually kind of scary. Our cavalry managed to survive this pretty much fine. So I might even want to pull back a tiny amount more with our infantry, but they did run away, so it's not like I've got the option right now. Okay, so we probably retreated all our guys to here, that's fine. So we just give these guys over. What we're going to do is reinforce. So we're going to attack rear with these guys. And these guys, again, we're just going to have them set to hold an attack. So you and you going to meet up there. And we're going to have this guy start attacking over here. So, kind of have to do certain things here. So we're going to do double word of power, then set him to attack. And then we're going to set him up over here. Make it so that he's most likely to get to attack a couple times with the spell, and then he'll be able to sort of do stuff afterwards. Alright, way more recruitment points now. So we're going to switch to this recruitment pattern. Let's check our mercenaries tab here. Quick spears. Okay, we'll try and hire them. And what we might also want is to start recruiting some of these guys down here. I'm not actually sure. I think we just want the cheaper guys. Just a bunch of these guys. Okay, so this is how assassinations go for us. We have like the ability to use our prophet spells here, so he uses word of power. Misses. Word of power again. And then they just sort of get into a slap fight. Hopefully we win this without losing getting any injuries, yeah. Getting kind of unlucky with those shots there, considering you got +2 precision. This battle went well. Some of the cavalry got killed, but not very much. So we're just going to move all the cavalry sort of like this. Should be able to continue this way for a little bit. More assassinations there, and we can get some more of these guys here. And I might recruit one of these guys here, just so I can have them shuttle some troops up this way. Meanwhile, this continuing this way is fine. We've got the ability to get even more stuff over here. I think we actually just go like this. We're trying to spend down like every single one of our resources where possible, so... Well, this is looking okay. We might use this guy as a site search. Sometimes you get like a guy that's got one of every single sort of resource there. So a priest is one of the easier things to assassinate. In all honesty, there's not a lot they can do to actually fight back. Yeah, we hit this guy with that thing. He just runs away, and that instantly counts as a kill, so... yeah, pretty easy to kill priests. Alright, so that worked again. It's a little bit too much, I think. So I think we're going to have to sort of bring this guy back one. We'll maybe work on getting this one, because the way we've got things set up, by the time we get there, we should actually have a decent amount of extra units, because we can also consolidate all of this together. Let's check the mercenaries again. Someone else got those guys. It's fine. We're doing minimum bids, so we're not really likely to get anything. Keep assassinating. So this is probably a relatively wealthy province, so that'll be quite good for us as well. I think we go with some of these guys here. I do think that we want to get another commander to start another full like party pretty soon here. So this is the dangerous ones. Fortunately, it is a night attack, but yeah, the mounted commanders are actually really dangerous for our assassins because they can close the gap faster. Managed to get that word of power down, instantly killed him. So that's lucky. But yeah, plenty of times where that sort of doesn't happen. I think this guy's famous hero now. What's he got? Heroic Endurance. That means he's going to be able to spellcast more. That's not really that useful. Even though it seems like it would be, but it's kind of okay. Okay, so this is, at this point in time, a fairly beefy expansion party. It might be overcommitted, actually, but you know what, it's fine. Alright, and we'll check the archers in there. So this is just a mix of, like, militias and stuff like that. They'll be fine for line holders and stuff like that. We'll throw that down there. I forgot to move this guy, it's fine. So we're going to move this guy over here. I'm going to get another expansion party. So we'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that. And yeah, we should be able to break through this. This is a pretty big, like, province to take, but should be okay. Yeah, out of assassinations there, so we've done that finally. Did take this. So a lot of people sort of do the strategy where they try to get everything to like land at the enemy front line all at the same time. And I don't really do that. I try to land it so that we get at the enemy rear as best as possible. Why are we not attacking rear though? That's so strange. Well, it went off script. Looks like our cavalry is capable of beating the heavy cav, though, just because of numbers, I think. It does explain why we lost 3 of our cavalry, though. Numbers do matter a lot, so that's sort of like why samurai are actually pretty good, because they're a lot cheaper than most cavalry, meaning I can mass these guys way, way harder. Even though they've got about 3 less armor than heavy cavalry, they don't have shields. Their lances are way worse. Their stats are a little bit better than a lot of heavy cav, especially like their defense skill's quite good, and they've got the katana as well, which is stronger than the single-handed sword. So it's actually not that bad. I'm just going to attack province there. Okay, switch our recruitment out here. Let's grab those guys again. Swap to that. And again, we're sort of just going to go like this. I wonder if there's a certain point where they like just inevitably curve inwards regardless. Okay, we don't have any archers with this group. That doesn't really matter that much, though. Okay, we should be able to take this pretty easily. This is pretty similar to the other stuff that we've been taking. Let's head over this way. I'm gonna get a commander over to here, actually. I probably don't want to buy it from there, but let's get some spies here. We'll use the spies as like construction workers. But we want to get to here. This is a pretty good province, though, to like build stuff on. Haven't been lucky enough to find any provinces that have turtle people or anything like that, though, which I would love to have. Okay, so that was really clean. Anytime you can get like a 0 death expansion, that's always really nice. Ooh, okay. This is the same sort of thing. Horse tribe stuff. I think we just clear out our cap circle with this army stack first. Well, it looks like we got... What's this guy got? Extraordinary agility. This is actually pretty decent for certain things. I'm not 100% sure that this is the kind of character that needs it, but... Alright, have we got good site searchers yet? Technically. Okay, let's swap to these guys. Once we get one of them, we're gonna use that to sort of site search around here. Let's get rid of one of these guys and get some archers. We want sort of that balance where we're spending like all of our, both of our resources here. This is kind of close. Don't mind that. We'll probably be more on point once we get one more sort of thing there. So the site searchers that we have here, like once we get one additional sort of thing, we'll probably be in a good position for that. I can move you guys out like this to sort of collect up sort of units there. I can get knights here. You can see 51 resource points. Their defense skill is actually a little bit higher, but their attack skill is lower. That's what it was. The total amounts of like stuff that they've got here is like a decent amount better on the knights. This isn't even heavy cav, but they're better than the Japanese cavalry by enough to make it a worthwhile thing to potentially invest in, but they cost so much more that I can get like 2 cavalrymen, and 2 cavalrymen are always going to be better. Okay, so again, perfectly clean there, and perfectly clean there. Even though this has got like the woodhenge druids and stuff like that, this is theoretically a slightly scarier fight. Ooh. These guys are lightly armed and stuff like that. They die pretty quickly to cavalry charges. The Vinemen, on the other hand, I'm surprised that we managed to get cleanly through, because they're pretty tough. I guess our cav are actually pretty hard-hitting, though, when it comes down to it. Like, 19 attack damage is actually really good for a cavalry for their sustained attack, because your lance is only actually there for a single sort of hit. After that, you lose your lance. This guy's also got, he's got enormous strength, so he'll be potentially something I could use as an attacker. Okay. So use this guy to go ahead and construct the palisades here. I'm going to get a guy up here. We're going to also construct a palisade up here. And we're going to go ahead and continue assassinating. This one's beside a throne as well, so we're going to want some stuff down there, definitely. Okay, so what I think I can do here... should actually have moved this guy. That's probably fine. Actually, I do want to recruit the woodhenge druids as researchers. They're pretty inexpensive. I think I just need lab and temple. Yeah, so we'll get that later. But I do want to have somebody in here to grab up the cavalry and stuff like that we're getting. Then we'll send them south. Oh, yeah, we also have this. One more of them. I think the 2 archers is a better call here. Okay, so I should probably put like a little bit of province defense in each of these spots here. At least one, just so we've got something. But honestly, I would like to actually have some more province defense. I haven't been checking our mercenaries. These guys are available again, but they're probably kind of weakened, so we've also been expanding okay without them, so kind of not as interested. We're going to try and get another group to go that way while we head this group this way. They're going to have trouble. This is actually a kind of annoying thing to try and take, but I think we should be okay. This one's going to also be kind of difficult for us to take. Okay, so we got our construction and enchantment have already started being completed here. Yeah, completely fine on expansion so far. Okay, so construct palisades up there. Just do this, I guess. Palisades are really expensive, so that's where all of our money is basically going to be going for a little while. Alright, I think we might have gotten the worst possible combination on this guy for trying to complete some things there, but we'll find out in a second. So we're going to swap him, we're going to start recruiting these guys. And we've got enough for this. So, okay, we want to send this guy because we want to search Astral, so we've got that in fire. So I think that, yeah, that's legitimately kind of the worst, because now we have to send like 2 of these sort of guys. Alright, I think we'll wait on site searching for a little bit, just until we've got slightly better stuff there. Alright, let's go to Conjuration 4, let's hope for the best on some actually kind of difficult expands here. But we've got actually our cap circle in a pretty meaningful way. We've got some forts coming up, and this is, I think, turn 10. I don't know what these guys do. I don't have any money either, so... Those are actually pretty good expands. Okay. We lost like 100% of these dudes, but yeah, still killed everything. The archers like sort of kept that going for us. I don't trust this, like, at all. It sounds like, oh yeah, no, there's nobody here. I don't trust that. I'm gonna actually go ahead and recruit a couple of units back here, and then we're gonna have them swoop down over to here, where we've been recruiting some stuff for a while. These guys will go ahead and set up here. So these militia, they're pretty good at just like absorbing arrows and crap like that, so they can do their job just fine. Whoops. Yeah, the other thing that I've been seeing for like the way people expand is like way too fancy, I feel like. This seems like it's just way simpler. Okay, so these guys together just have a wide mass of stuff, and they should be able to expand pretty effectively with it. Encountered someone. So that's interesting. I forgot to assassinate someone, I think. I don't think I'm going to have an easy time getting to that. So I don't think I'm going to try, necessarily. Like, getting around all the way around here so I can get to that is going to be awkward, or getting through the throne. Actually, I can't even get through the throne. I'd have to wait till it's frozen. I've got heat skills, so not going to happen. Ooh, there's another guy up there. Yeah, so it's a good thing I'm reinforcing this way. Okay, so we got this fellow out now as well. His job's going to be head over this way and start building stuff. Actually, I want to build this first, I think. We want to get another one of these guys out right away, though. Okay. So strictly speaking, like, we've sort of gotten to the point where we've expanded effectively, right? Like, you're supposed to have, I think, 15 provinces by this point in time. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're short one, but yeah, this is pretty good. Looks like someone else took the throne, though. That's kind of annoying. Abyssians. So we'll probably take that one, though. We can continue down this way, I think. This is going to be an illusionist. They're actually pretty scary. The thing is, we can actually keep expanding a little bit here. Okay, so we're just getting a lab in the temple. We're not getting anything else there, really. This guy head up this way. I kind of want to make sure that we've got enough province defense here to stop them from just killing our guy trying to build stuff. So I'm going to province defense dump a little bit. Especially because we could get attacked from Abyssia as well. I wish you could build bridges in this game. Like, that's, I think, something that you need to be able to do in a game like this. Okay, that looks tough. Let's not do that. Okay, still getting through those guys. Did manage to get through this guy, even though I forgot to Well, it's because we didn't go after the throne. Okay, let's keep building labs and temples. I actually don't need this right now, so I'm just gonna hit preach. We'll get this thing done first. Alright, so if we send this guy, what we need is like a water air guy to pop. That would be what we need. This guy's getting some real stars here. Yeah, I think that probably is gonna have like a something scary in there. I don't feel like I can reasonably defend all this, but let's try and take it anyway. Ooh, we killed a priest with 2 bodyguards. Always nice to see. Alright, so we got both of those. Got the palisades. Palisades coming up is going to start earning us more and more and more money, which is one of the big reasons why we're doing what we're doing here. Okay, I think this is probably going to be the last commander we have to assassinate here. They actually took that throne province. That's kind of funny. Alright, so we have to sort of like rush in here, take that regardless of whether or not they've got... I might be able to do it with just this army, though. If they've got few enough commanders, then that might make it possible. They might even have no commanders by the time we get in there. Because I would like to go back and take this province as well, even though it's probably a bit greedy. Still no wind-water combo. You know, maybe I just wait for another one of these guys, because that's kind of actually the one that's got the stupid combination. Alright. So over here, we can also start getting some more units over here. Actually, I think we can do this. Yep, that's probably better. Alright, so this is going to be the rough one. If we kill the commander, then we'll be fine. If we don't kill the commander, then less so. Kind of angry about that, but that does mean that these guys are kind of like in this little peninsula here. I think they're kind of not in the best spot either, actually. Okay, I don't have any thrones either. So we're at a point where we probably decide who to fight, and it's probably going to be these guys. They seem vulnerable. Do I want to fight them now? Or do I want to wait a little bit? I think we wait a little bit, but... yeah, so those were easy enough. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely making some cash here. I forget, what are these guys? They're just Nature 1, right? Yeah, but they're sacred, so... they're honestly not any better than our natural sacreds. I'd say I'm not liking that, but they're probably coming up here. And like I said, we probably actually fight these guys now. Might actually try and start spying on these guys a little bit, but... alright, would like to get a couple generals over here. Then we'll use those to sort of help out with our other stuff. I need to figure out where we're going to get some more fortresses. This one is probably a good province for that. Oh yeah, I was thinking of getting another fortress here, actually. We'll drop down some province defense just because we're going to be fighting in this area, and I don't want them to get, like, bumped into there. So I kind of need some province defense in each of these places, and it needs to be enough to stop them from just getting troops knocked off of this province and into my provinces. Once we secure here, we can go across the bridge and start attacking them in other places, but I can also attack here, actually. Okay. So this is a fairly early aggressive push, but not that early. And obviously, like, we're in a very dominating position in a lot of ways here. Ooh. Forces were beaten. We did kill half of their stuff. We did lose almost all our stuff. Our daimyo's pretty beaten. Down here, it looks like we managed to win this one, though. I have to be careful about the places that just have a small amount of stuff, I guess. The other thing about them is that their fortresses cost a lot more than mine to make. I bounced to here. That's interesting. Their fortresses cost a lot more than mine to make, so I can actually kind of get through without... I kind of want to fight them early before they can actually get fortress infrastructure. These are two different units? What the hell? Alright, well, interesting. Okay, so you guys head this way. I'm gonna have you guys start building a fort on top there as soon as I can. I probably, like, queued up a fort somewhere else, didn't I? Alright. Let's keep getting these cav swarms sort of around. That's fine. Again, we're sort of just keeping to trying to have as much recruitment as possible sort of at all times here. Could even go like this. I think that might be a little bit stronger. Alright, got another one. This one's way better than the previous one for pads. So now I just sort of have to decide what we prioritize for our other stuff. So probably these two. Traveling together is going to get us everything we need. Not necessarily in, like, the amounts that we want, but, like, in the general sense. I don't think these guys are going to be flying across the river that easily or anything like that, so I don't think I'm worried about that happening super fast. We'll keep an eye on the borders, though. Okay, so the fact our commander came here and survived with no damage is pretty good, so we can sort of build to thug that guy out, I think. That's going to be something we want to do. I'm going to try and aim for a Earth 3. Once we get that, we can build a hammer. I'm going to get to Construction 4 so we can get Earth Boots. I'm going to stop recruiting these kind of guys. We don't really need them as much now that we got all these forts. Well, I do want to send someone around to collect them. Maybe I send these guys to collect those units right now. Okay, should be fine. Turns get so complicated in this game so quickly. Once I get like the hammer, I can also start making feathers. Yeah, so this is absolutely... Let's actually look at what this is like against a real sort of enemy instead of just the independent stacks. I think it's working basically the same way. Yep, just sort of getting around behind them and then massacring them. I think we lost someone to friendly fire, actually, is what we lost. Okay, so they take out our province defense over down here. They're probably going to keep going a little bit, but I kind of don't care too much. We'll cut them off here, then start pushing into their more sort of key territories. I think we want to drop the forts on top of this. No, actually, this provides us more money. Well, if I'm not actually that worried about the throne itself, I'm just going to do that like this. I'm actually going to move you down to the throne, though, to get it claimed. Alright, let's do search for magic sites. Still recruiting those guys. Fantastic. Didn't I move you? Oh, right. No, I forgot. I did a thing. Alright, let's do that. Let's keep preaching, I guess, for now. I don't think we got enough here that I can challenge what's there. The scorpion beasts are actually kind of scary. Like, I could try to fight it with the general here, but I don't think that would work very well. Yeah, undefended province got taken. I think we can attack this guy now, though. I don't know, depends if he's, like, dumping province defense, I guess, though. I feel like almost we could be better off if we have this guy hold and then attack. This is risky because, like, they could have someone that blocks that sort of side there. Alright, let's do that much. Okay, so we searched that site and got not much, honestly. It's just pretty bad. Like, marshes are the ones where you sort of hope to get some good early cheap stuff, but if I boost up our province defense here, we might be able to block them there, but I kind of want to be able to get more forts. In fact, I'm just going to move these guys back there. I'm scooping up troops with that guy, so. Both these are fully upgraded, right? Okay, good. I'm gonna bring these guys up north towards this other citadel, or this other castle. Looks like I'm actually best off. No, recruitment points is the, there we go, like that. Down here on the other hand, like that. Okay. Can finally get our lab here. Okay, still haven't gotten our Earth 3. We might just build Earth boots before we get that. Okay. Yeah, down here we just stormed through that stuff. That's good. Barbarian Horde. Sort of have to get a lot of province defense to start up Barbarian Horde events, which was really annoying. Also, I think they're going to counterattack me here, so I'm just going to chill. Ooh, we got some disease here. Do we have death scale somewhere? Where'd you get that from? Interesting. Okay, well, good for him, I guess. Still not finding those Earth 3s here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Construction 4, get the boots first, which kind of sucks. Alright, hit repeat. Get these guys out. I don't need the Onmyo Hakases here, so we're probably not going to focus on getting those right now. Oh right, I forgot about our stupid ninja. I was supposed to be heading down towards this way. Can I just reach here? I can just reach there. Okay, we'll do the search. I actually kind of want to get another one of these guys first. Okay, so, yeah, they did attack us with quite a lot of stuff, and we did manage to win, although at really bad losses. If we take a look here, we did kill an Oppressor Archon and a Flagrant Oppressor. That's actually really good. All they've got left is like 2 priests. Let's take a look at how that actually went, but I do have to retreat here. Yeah, so we're going to lose like this little detachment of cavalry, obviously. No way we hold there, sort of thing. These cavalry are actually like lasting a decent amount. I think it's because like we got decent defense stat. Yeah, both of us have good defense compared to our offense, so that's sort of what's happening there. We didn't manage to actually make it around to the back here, so these crossbows are being a bit of a pain. These scorpions are being a bit of a pain. Looks like our army's starting to rout a bit. Nope, it's just trying to go help with that scorpion, I guess, for some reason. This cavalryman's just standing there. I think he's missing. That's what's happening. How did we win this? Just a morale break, I guess. I'm not sure what killed their commanders. So our opponents here did lose a hell of a lot. They must have been like lucky crossbow shots that killed their commanders. But yeah, with those kind of losses, I kind of have to retreat this. I've lost a lot of cavalry here. Relative to how much we had, honestly, but... Oh, we lost this. I was really hoping we wouldn't lose that one. The hell's this guy? Sage showed up there. Interesting. Okay, that's unfortunate. Get the palisade there. Let's claim the throne there. Found nothing. I'm actually gonna skip to searching like just the stuff that I think is most likely to have something, and that'll be important. Yeah, this is why we're losing our wars here. All our troops are back here. Should always like get all your troops like lined up in a row and stuff like that before you bother with attacking. Okay. I still like this setup here. I do think it still works. I do actually feel like we get rid of like a chunk of these guys and add in more of these guys, but this is like a really vulnerable stack in a lot of ways because we kind of don't have a lot of backup commanders in the event that our commander gets killed. So I'm going to keep building some more commanders, honestly. Okay, you head up here. Alright. That's all working fine, that's all working fine. Let's try and retreat back a bit. We'll try and recruit some more units over here, maybe. I think these guys might actually be okay with what we're fighting against. Because they're like low resource commitments, so we can just grab a couple on the way out. And a lot of the things they have seem to be like high protection. And barbarians are very good for killing things that are high protection, low other stats. So I'm just going to throw these guys in here. They're also undisciplined, so that don't mix them in with your other units. But you can use these guys as sort of like flankers kind of thing. I think we move them back here. Okay. What the heck? What? Oh, there's 3 death scales in this province. Oh, that's shit. Wait, what throne is this? Huh. Right, well, he's dead. It's kind of fine. We'll replace him pretty soon, I guess, but yeah, it kind of sucks. Let's see, I think we head this way. Doesn't matter, actually. Not much. Okay, so yeah, we need new profit, unfortunately. This is an archer stack here. It's a pretty scary archer stack, actually, as far as that goes. Unfortunately, I can't get flaming arrows that easily, but... Alright, we're just about construction 4. We'll have that next turn, so we can get some earth boots and then start pumping out some items that we want. Although, I say pumping out, I barely have any gems. Okay. This is definitely sort of the most, like, just suicide your army into theirs and hope for the best kind of composition. Alright, let's try this shit again. I do need to boost that a little bit just in case this thing decides to get out of hand. But we want to just make sure we've got some of our, like, reinforcing stacks headed down there in a way that would help. I think we move this army up this way, yeah. Okay. Yeah, one more of them. Actually, no, I'm gonna start recruiting these guys again. Out of money, perfect. I still haven't gotten, like, water access, which really, really sucks. Okay, province defense died there. That's fine. Crush them there. Then we crush them here. Wait, where the hell is he going? God damn it. I'm guessing he's going to actually head that way. I'm going to move there just in case. So we've got something to block him. We did find a magic site again, which is nice. Just the wildfire glade. It's not my favorite thing to find here, honestly, but... Okay, forge magic item, earth boots. And then we'll start building some other stuff. I can't actually afford to do that. Let's actually just research for now. We're gonna have to hope that we get an earth 3 just so I can start saving some gems that I need to save. I'm gonna pop this way. I think that's our sort of safest bet for that. Don't want to spend money on province defense right now, just because we probably would still lose it to those stupid scorpion things. Actually, let's move this way. Actually, no, this is a cap stack. Alright, fine. Ooh, what the hell? Really? These scorpion beasts are vicious. How did we lose the whole stack to that? Wait, they also died. What the hell's this? Alright, well, whatever. We got rid of them, and that's what matters. Oh, I probably got a ton of people diseased there by accident. Alright, well, whatever. Have you build a temple there? Have you build castle? Actually, there's tons of resources down here. Let's go like this. Perfect. Like, Earth 3s are not super common, but they're not actually that uncommon either. So, still kind of upset that we're not finding anything like it. Alright. Okay, don't have enough there, but we'll start making more of these guys. And another of these. The fact that we're like constantly out of money, despite the fact that we got really good scales for like earning money, is actually kind of a good sign because it means we're spending it really well. Because normally I have way too much cash sitting around. That doesn't matter. All right. Yeah, no sites again. Might be spending a bit too much on troops, though, but who knows. Let's see, these guys are getting pretty out of hand, actually. Let's keep this stack loitering around here. So this fort basically just has to be here to block anybody who tries to sort of go in and steal the throne. That's all it's really there for. Okay, yeah, not super concerned about that stuff right now. I don't know, this guy seems to not be dying from his disease at very least. Let's try and assassinate some stuff in that castle, I guess. I think I forgot to script this. Still went okay. No, we did script it. Okay, good. Probably died to friendly fire here, honestly. Either way, though, that much cav can smash through an awful lot of stuff. Okay, so where do we get a horticulturalist? That this guy? Interesting. I'll have him search for magic sites for a turn here. Oh, he's got some units with him. What are these guys? Are these clockwork golems? What the hell? This guy's actually pretty good to randomly get. What the heck? Alright, let's get another bunch of cavalry. Do you guys search here? Yeah. It's unfortunate. You're more likely to find stuff in like forests, and you're more likely to find stuff in swamps. So that's where we want to prefer searching when we can, but obviously search everywhere if you get the chance to. More of those. I don't know why this is a Death 3 province. It's gotta have like a death site underneath it. I'm not even sure if I want to find it, because it could potentially be kind of disastrous to actually find a death site. You can end up in a situation where you unlock something where it's like, oh yeah, and the penalties got much, much, much worse. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, they're losing more of their stuff here. Children disappearing in the night. I think this one's a prelude to an attack. Although this going to independence doesn't really matter. This isn't really a province that I care about having secured right now. Yeah, so that should be fine. Okay, so we had him search there. It doesn't really, didn't mount to anything. Let's just send him off with, like, this guy and have them be a duo or something like that. Move you there. You guys here should search for magic sites. You should actually be researching. So we found a 3 life for nature. I think I've got to the point where I can afford both the boots and the... Nope, still can't. I need 30, I think. It's pretty expensive getting it boosted this way. We're not like searching with our strongest mages for that. I think they'll attack us here. So I think what we do is we actually like hold off, wait for them to attack one of these provinces, and then we counterattack them. We're actually going to go ahead and throw down point province defense down there, just because we think that's going to happen. Yep. And we killed quite a lot of their stuff too. That's 64 troops. That's not going to be in their castle. That's fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's not dead or anything, so that's good. Ah, here we go. So, the reason I really wanted to get one of these is because they can forge a dwarven hammer, which makes all items that we forge cheaper, which is really, really, really good. Alright, so they've drained out a good chunk of their province here, making it so that I can counterattack them here and potentially, like, siege their fort out, basically. And if we siege their fort out, there's not a lot that they can do to stop us from just eventually killing them. I do want to get this lab down here, but I have no money again. Alright. The other thing is, like, I haven't found any astral pearls, which is something I really want to be getting here. Like, having a couple dozen astral pearls or something like that would be super, super powerful for me. And some water gems, you know, it's just... gems in general would be good. Alright, so we got that. These sort of earlier game fights where, like, people can't really have scaled up too badly. Ooh, they actually managed to beat us here with their pretender. Okay, so I think what we're going to want to do here... drop these guys back in there. I think we just keep killing their province stuff. And I'm going to use these guys and have them join up as well. Gonna have to go this way because going here is death. The other thing we have to look out for now is how much I don't want to like start dying to random things here. Okay, he's got that done now. So I'm gonna immediately put that on him. I don't think we can quite afford to forge another one. Oh, no we can. Because the discount, right. Perfect. Alright, so now that we've got that rolling, we're going to go ahead and get these guys. I probably actually need to send out my stronger earth hunts, because like these province searches for those, that element is pretty bad right now. Because I do need to start mass producing earth boots. Although for now, let's actually start mass summoning Okami here. Or I could do Jigamis. Because this would be extra researchers, basically. That'd be if we wanted sort of defenses. These are quite strong, these are quite strong. What I wish they had more of is like sacreds. That's what I wish you had more of with this faction. Actually, you get back in echoes for now. That'll let me get some interesting stuff later. potentially break into death magic. Although our site searching has been going abysmally, so... Okay, so took out another province there. Took out another province there. They've retaken that, which is fine. Because we're basically, yeah, they're basically dead. They've really got nothing left. Yeah, I knew that was going to get taken. Start heading that way. Gonna potentially try and take this. I've got like no gold. It's because we're recruiting so much damn stuff. You kind of don't want to stop recruiting so much damn stuff though. We got a death gem back in Echo here. That's perfect. Alright, so if we could get some more earth gems. And I think what we're going to do is actually send out... I don't want to risk this guy because he's like too valuable, given the circumstances. Although, actually, if we took the hammer off of him, we could do that. I also need to go ahead and put hammer on you. Or it doesn't matter really who gets that, but I'm going to do this. And I'm going to have this guy go out and start researching some of the spots that had... that we think might be more likely. I think actually mountain provinces are likely. Let's actually search here first. I forgot to search the spot that they're literally starting in. Since he's Earth 3, he's much more likely to find Earth spots, which is what we're sort of after here, so... Yeah, it might be best if I just wasn't recruiting quite so much damn stuff, because we were getting a ton of troops. Yeah, well. Okay. Our troops are sort of getting ground down a little bit here, but honestly speaking, we're pretty much fine. I forgot about this guy. I thought he died from his disease here, but it's been progressing slowly. These guys just get ready to strike, I guess, but we'll actually take this. This should be easy. Barbarians are pretty susceptible to cavalry and to archers, so both of those guys combined there should be able to pretty easily knock that out of the park there. Okay, so we again found nothing. Pretty unhappy about that, but... Found a magic site finally. Took out the barbarian chiefs. Good. Okay, the Clockwork Horrors, they seem like they're pretty dangerous. The stats look like they're pretty dangerous. But we did lose one, which is interesting. Alright, so we did lose a little bit of stuff here, but we did take over the province. We did get rid of the province defenses, and we did kill a bunch of their stuff, including some commanders, which is nice. Getting a lot of curses and stuff like that, that's kind of annoying. Alright, okay. Kind of have to province defense this up here, just so we don't have that crossing in the dark sort of thing going on. I think we keep to the defense there. Should be just fine. Set up properly. We are actually starting to earn money again somehow. I think of waffles depending on whether or not I'm getting one of these guys. I should actually switch to all of those guys. Because they're technically kind of cheaper in a certain way. This got shut off just because we ran out of money, I think. So there we go. Or did I shut that off on purpose? I forget. Okay, these guys, I'm gonna send them up here and have them search. No, I'm gonna actually have them move here so that they can be part of that attack. That might be something that helps out a little bit in this fight. Research queue is empty. I've been ignoring that for way too long. I need alteration. Our research is like ridiculously fast here. It's part of the problem, but yeah, I'm not doing very. I lost focus at a certain point. All right, so we do that. Should be spinning down these things pretty fast here. I think that's enough backing echoes. Maybe I want like Leogryphs or something like that, or Draconians would be good. Let's get Lamias actually. No, that's probably not smart. What do we want? Where are Draconians? I thought I could have sworn that was green. Well, I could try Forest Giants, I could try Forest Troll Tribe. These guys are actually kind of strong in a certain way, but... yeah, those are not what we want here. The problem is, like, so many of these are actually just kind of, like, commanders and casters and stuff like that. They're not what we actually want to get in a lot of instances. Should be doing that monthly. Some very important stuff that we need still just has not shown up here. They did beat us there, but we lost like we sort of lost a value where we can actually just go back in there. Because we have got that other stack now that's sort of by here. Go ahead and just improve our province defense here. We're just sort of sieging these guys down, so having that is a good idea. And I'm just going to go ahead and recruit a bunch of siege chaff over here. Just recruit a bunch, I guess we can do that. But having that sort of stuff will let us stand on top of this. They've got practically nothing left, so... where'd our assassin go? Is he dead now? I think he finally died. Well, good for him, I guess. Okay, let's keep tossing our researchers some feathers here. Doing that sort of like passively just boosts our research. We still haven't even gotten our pretender and we're like really rocketing ahead on all this. Like, how much have we got here? It's 646. That's huge. We've got another nature 3. That's pretty strong. Still nothing. Still nothing. Not finding garbage here. Okay, we've retaken the outside of Flagra. The province defenses are once again hit. I'm probably going to want to build a palisade here just to keep that defended. What is this? Order 1. I don't really need that because we've already got Dominion order capped, so... okay. We're not going to, like, get earth or water, are we? It's just not in the cards. I've got way too many mages, I think, but you kind of need a lot. It's just I can't send them in because like I've got the wrong types. I'm not getting the kinds that I need for what I want here. Okay, lab. The thing is, like, our Earth 2s, once we get enough Earth gems, we can boost them all to Earth 3s. Like, pretty cheaply. This is looking pretty okay here. Wouldn't mind getting a general sending these troops down. Okay, so they sent out, like, this first of the Gigantes, which I have no idea what the hell's going on with that, and it just dies, so... I'm wondering if they're really just out of troops, but their walls are getting destroyed really slowly, so I don't think so. Am I still recruiting these guys? Oops. Should have been turned off a while ago. Everybody's got, like, underwater access. It's so goddamn annoying. Alright, got lots of Okamis over here. That's nice. Still haven't found any Astral Pearls. There's a lot of stuff I'm just not finding. I'm having a really rough time with the site searching. I'm probably actually going to want to go into Thaumaturgy here so I can use those site search methods. That might actually be how we have to do this. Oh, we got some. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really friggin' late for what we want to be getting that. It's all water. It's like, goddamn you, game. Alright. Oh, this is also kind of late. So you want to be able to, like, break into water fairly early as Japan, and, yeah, we're just not getting that. We have this a secured lake, though, so that's what we're going to be using. I'm going to swap out all our production here so that I can get him a expansion party that can go underwater there. Just kind of need, like, 20 of these guys or something like that, and then we can probably take out the Tritons. I may need to give him some Thug Kit stuff here. Speaking of, let's keep doing this. Don't really have any resources for that, though. Alright, research for now. Oh, I showed up. When the hell did I show up? God damn it. I probably was here for quite a while, actually. So one of the things that I could be doing to make it so that my guys are combat capable is using this stuff, but unfortunately I don't have any Astral Pearls, so... This character here, though, I'm actually quite good at searching for those, so I'm going to throw myself in on the search parties here. Actually, let's start going this way first. So I got Search 5 Astral, which is a lot better than what we got otherwise. This game does not want me getting in the water for some reason. The hell was this? Is that just luck that they wandered over here? Not for the life of me understand why they would attack in this province of all places, but okay. It's like, oh yeah, they definitely knew I was going to just personally show up there. Fortunately, we have all these guys helping, so... This many wizards of any sort is going to be a nightmare to get through, especially because, like, these guys are, sacred, so they've got the Bless. They've got all of those bonuses that I set up for my Bless wizards. So, that helps. Let's see here, they died there, too. Okay, so where did that come? That must have come from the water? I don't know, actually. I'm just gonna boost the province defense here up to like 20. With this many mages plus myself, it's gonna be pretty safe. But I guess I can't attack these. What the hell? Do they use like teleports or something? God damn it. It's gonna be a pain. Okay, there we go. So we've got 18. I can get a couple more and then bring those underwater that way. Yeah, we should have enough now that I could get some discounted stuff here. Wildfire Glade. Finding those death gems is actually going to be like quite unlikely, honestly. Yeah, the fact that I can't get across to these guys is gonna be nightmarish. How did they attack me? Those bastards. They're like hiding behind Abyssia, and like they've got this river that I can't cross here. Was it frozen for a second? It might have been frozen. First season? It must have been late winter. Well, maybe not actually. Alright, well. I guess we get Ryotaro some experience here. Just have him walk over here, I guess. We'll have to add in some province defense here. A couple of these places. How did they get across? Do they have... I wonder if they've got, like, river crossing gear, or if they've got, like, a river crossing bless. Because that would be so annoying for me. It's like, oh god. Okay, you guys search there. I'm gonna move over here with them. Alright, where else got taken? I'm having difficulty believing just how hard it's been for me to find any sort of sites here. Looks like we got some stuff here, though. Rockside Spring Farm of Plenty. There's no way that they've got like a small number of troops here. They've got to have like a lot actually, take me this long to destroy their walls. I need to get down here and start beating up these things here as well. So the fact we're taking this long to get through them is kind of annoying. All right, let's give it a go. Watch as I like go there, get hit by a stray arrow, and die. Yeah, took our province defenses there. Fortunately, we took this back from virtually nothing. Okay, I kind of need to send in some more dudes to go help my leader. Oh, that was sort of the wrong person. That's fine, though. I kind of feel like sending in just like a couple wizards here. I want to set up a kind of communion here, if I can. I don't have the right ones for the communion I want either. That's unfortunate. I think we're just going to have to do it like this. Alright, so this should be fine. Did they cross the mountain there? I think they did. Okay, did we find anything? No. Wall severely damaged, still not down. Do I need to build boats? Is that what's going to have to happen? Is that how I get across here? Probably, honestly. Let's do that. This is going to be like the bodyguard squad for me. Okay, I probably don't actually need more research. Let's kind of be honest here. So So I think we move this to there. That to that. And I kind of want to forge some earth boots. We are still only earning like +2 earth a month, which is pretty bad. It's not ideal. It's just a nice load of slop there. Let's throw that down there. Make sure these guys don't die. Can't afford anything right now. Great. I really want that capital. That would be useful. Okay, we finally caught these guys and I think they're dead. Oh, these guys being in the water there is going to be really annoying. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need this lake. If I can get it somehow, that would be... Let's just do it like this, doesn't matter. Okay. I can keep summoning Okami for a little bit. They're not great, but they're cheap, so we can get lots of them. Having lots of Okami is actually pretty strong. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone that can easily lead lots of them, but... So they can get an okay amount, sort of. Actually, no, they count as regular troops. That's interesting. Alright, well... That'll actually really bolster up our attack over here, so let's get a crap ton of these guys out there. Oh yeah, Froligra being like a citadel I kind of knew, but it's also proportional to how many troops are inside of it, and I'm worried that there's a lot of troops inside of there. That's sort of the additional worry that I've got. I didn't realize that their commanders could bring, because they're attacking me with things that I'm pretty sure are not their troops, unless I'm wrong, because it looked like they're attacking me with like hoplites and stuff like that. Although maybe they've got... Actually, I think you're right. I think they do have like yeah, they do have aquatic hoplites. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought their aquatic units were different than that for some reason. Oh well. That's unfortunate. Garden of Frozen, blah blah blah. Okay, great. Still... Yeah, I am worried that there's a lot of stuff in this fort here. Like, I don't want to break in. I want them to try and break out, because that'll give me a bit of an advantage. Okay, if we got... Yeah, because if they try and break out and they fail, that's usually a lot of casualties on their side, and then I can sort of, like, go in afterwards and clean up, but... Yeah, he's super dead. That's fine. I need to start getting, like, Earth 2s. With earth boots out here. Got one more pair coming in. Okay, so frickin' Abyssia, get out of the way. I'm gonna have to declare war on Abyssia just so that I can get through to these guys. Yeah, the hoplites are being native troops. Yeah, I kind of knew that they had, like, that sort of thing as native troops, so I thought they sort of had a separation between what they could bring in water and what they couldn't, but, yeah. I thought they would have to attack with, like, mermaids and stuff like that, and tritons, and or whatever. Because those attack on land, I think. They're just bad at it. It's always kind of annoying when you're up against a water faction and you can't get in the water. This is also going to be a real pain. Okay, where's our construction guy? I think we want him to have that. I think we want to get some earth pills. Or not earth pills, air pills. Or do I want shambler vests? I wish I had access to some slightly better stuff for this, but... yeah, gift of water breathing, 20 size points. I think we want that. Got enough water now that I can summon some... like kappas at least, so I think we do that for a little bit. I keep them turned on just because I think that there's a certain element of like, it makes the game a little bit too simplistic if it's all like sort of homogenous land nations. And learning to deal with the annoyance I think is part of it, because I do want to start thinking about how to play this against real people. Okay, we found some stuff here for once. Okay, great. I'm not... actually, no, that's pretty good, yeah. Okay, we'll search there next. I've got so many site searching parties right now. Okay. I'm also just searching weird, random friggin' places at this point in time. The ones that are also kind of annoying are like the air nations. Like, there's lots of situations where I'm fighting like air nations and I find them to be annoying, but you sort of just learn to try and learn to deal with them, I think, is the better way to do it. Alright, so we got that. So that's 40 size of those guys. Then we add some of those. And I probably am going to send him down there with... let's give this guy boots and air pills. So this guy's capable of casting some stuff here. Let's highlight him. So I can carry 20, or size, so that's 10 troops, and he's got sort of just enough for that. Okay. Yeah, multiplayer being fun is something I really would like to just sort of dive into if I get a chance. Like, it feels like that would be sort of more interesting. But I do want to sort of learn some basic stuff here. This guy needs to be moving on out, I think. We'll move him to here, I think. Ooh. Right. My site searching has been absolute garbage this game, by the way. It's been just atrocious. Alright, so we've got some new stacks, like, moving onto this capital. So we're gonna siege it. Even if we lose, we'll have 2 huge stacks, like, standing on top of it, so it doesn't matter too much that we're gonna lose. So I'm assuming we're gonna lose. I'm just, you know... just off the top of my head, it feels like it's like... oh, finally getting Astral Pearls. Crikey. Okay, we took this down. Fortress here, failed to capture. We killed everything except this thing, basically. So that technically works out okay, but I'm not actually 100% sure how I'm going to actually kill this thing. He's got very bad magic paths, but I don't think that matters too much. He's got protection 18. He's not got invulnerability, but he has got fear 5. He's got berserk. That's pretty dangerous. Pop killer. I think if I eventually just stood here long enough, he would actually, like, have no money, but... okay, like, what the hell do we do here? I don't think these guys can easily actually puncture, because they've only got 15 damage. These guys have 18 damage on the katanas, but not enough on... I don't think I have, like, hard enough hitting units to actually kill that guy. Fortunately, he can't really summon anything effectively, so we're actually kind of at an impasse here. Well, that sucks. Start moving around here. What I could try to do is boost our attack by 3 with the Strength of Giants. But what I probably actually need is a stack of Go Hatamotos, which is like 1,000,000 miles away. Or I could think of like a stronger sort of summon to go in there and goon the guy. Yeah, that's a good point. You probably do learn. I do probably learn like some bad instincts there. I do think sort of learning just like the very basics though. You kind of want to figure out some of that stuff first, like how to expand properly. You can do it in single player, I think. Although I think I overexpand a lot. I think that is definitely a thing I do. Wow, I'm not going to be able to get dragons at all. I do think, though, that we're, like, steamrolling the AI at this point in time. Like, if I wanted to, I could be attacking these guys, and that would probably actually work out. I'm going to try sending, like, a stack after this guy. I'm going to Storm Castle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to become Prophet, and we'll see if we can Prophet. Yeah, I think that, like, magic would be what I sort of want. I don't have the best access to, like, a lot of those types of magic, though. The kind that I think is really good at sniping that kind of thing. I would like to get, like, a bunch of these guys down there and form a communion or something like that and hit them with that. I think that would work really well, especially the way I've sort of built my bless and stuff like that. But I haven't been finding any of the gems that I need to do the thing that I want to be doing. One of the things that I think you can do is actually just use like the Shroud of the Battle Saint or the Blessed Bottles or whatever, and you can sort of have like a couple of communion leaders with a bless, because the bless that I have is like reinvigoration, precision, and farcasting. Oh yeah, no, I don't actually have good basics at all. Like I do a lot of stuff that's really stupid. Yeah, I need to be like putting some. The reason I also thought I could do this is because like I jumped on their cap really early. Like this is a rush basically, but yeah, they've got a super combatant sort of expander pretender, so it's less effective for me to try and jump on that. Yeah, I usually win against the AI, honestly. Like, it's not actually that hard, it's just sometimes it's annoying. Alright, let's do this turn here. I'm just gonna actually see if we can kill their expander, or their pretender with, like, some spam here. Alright, so we found something over here. I need to get better at site searching is, like, one thing that I really am annoyed by is, like, my lack of ability to site search effectively. Like, I send sort of, like, this as bodyguard, but still I would like it if I could actually find some stuff with all those guys. I know that, like, adding more people on there doesn't actually make it more likely to... doesn't make you more likely to actually get the stuff. These guys have drain scales in their Dominion, that sucks. Because that's going to make my Okami weaker. Alright, let's just see if this works and then we'll call this one a game here. Nope, lost that one. So apparently Prophet's not strong enough to like spam cast on him and kill him that way. Although I'm not even sure if I'm aiming at him. Wait, what are we? We're doing Sermon of Courage. I needed to script that. I thought he would default to attacking. Oh, we are hitting him. Oh no, his pads are actually a lot higher than I thought they were. I forgot. Yeah, no, never mind. I forgot. You have to look at the replay to get those. We are starting to hit him with that spell now, though. Holy crap, this guy's... I'm not actually sure air elementals would actually kill this guy. I think he would kill an air elemental, because his protection is 34. Yeah, I would have to mage spam to kill this guy. It's super annoying that this is like the first thing I started sieging, but oh well. You could actually probably just break out if you wanted to. Kill all my stuff. Looks like there was an attack down here. That's interesting. Oh no, just one of these. Okay, that's fine. I think what I would probably want to do is, like, get... No, he's probably got fire resistance. Because I've mostly got, like, fire gems. I'm wondering, like, what I could get out that would actually beat that guy's stat line. That is true. I do actually want to check something here. Because I feel like he probably's got shock resistance. No, he doesn't. He's only got fire resistance. He's got 19 fire resistance. That's actually pretty high. Yeah, the Okami here are, like, completely useless, and I kind of knew that, but... The other thing I could also do is potentially, like, water elementals and have them trample him, I think, but I think he'd kill them too quickly. Yeah, definitely. The only problem is I don't have great air elemental casters. Because I think you need air 3? Let's see here. I don't want the lesser... Maybe a lesser elemental would be fine, but... I've been, like, letting this just coast on, like, construction or conjuration way too long. I haven't been paying enough attention to when I finish. Yeah, air 3. The reason I don't actually cast very much air elementals because, like, it is an air 3 spell. It's pretty expensive because I can't also get air elementals using the thing that you would really like to be able to do is, like, cast a gem for that. Yeah, air 1 for the small ones. I think you would be able to survive the small ones, even if there were quite a few of them. Because he does have 169 hit points. I think it would take a lot of air elementals. I think, like, actually sending in stuff like undead would also work, but I obviously don't have access to that. There's lots of ways I think I could actually do this as well. Like, the way I would normally do this if I wanted to actually spend the time, and I kind of don't, is sending in a bunch of guys with, like, evocations and stuff like that, with Stellar Cascade, and then just fatiguing him out is usually what I do in these sort of situations. And that works actually really well. It's just, I kind of don't want to bother sending someone all the way over there. Could also do Gifts from Heaven. That would actually potentially do a lot, but it is hard to hit with that. I would probably just miss. But yeah, Stellar Cascade is actually a really good spell for that sort of thing. Astral Geyser could also do something. I can't remember if that would actually work very well on him. I don't think he kills horrors that well. But I think that would work. But yeah, no, normally what I would do is just run a bunch of Stellar Cascades into him. But yeah, I'm gonna start over again, and mostly I want to do it because, like, the main thing I want to be getting out of this is, like, good practice in expanding, and not the annoying sort of, like, mid-game slog right now. There are factions I think are just stronger than Jomon. I think I'm just practicing with Jomon, but like, if I wanted to actually play a stronger faction, I'd probably play, like, a Gartha or something like that. Or I'd play something like Man. I think they're stronger as well. But you just play whatever. Like, Jomon's strong if you can get in the friggin' water, and it's impossible to get in the friggin' water. Going dormant because I want scales. Let's do this. This way I can get across the water. Maybe I can get across the water, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try a little bit harder to lean into what we're trying to do here, which is get a Bless that does something really esoteric here. So as Jomon, you've got, like, these really crappy Sacreds, but you can sort of use stuff to make it so that you've got like a bunch of really good communion masters that have got the bless, so you can have like Farcaster and stuff like that on your communion masters, and then reinvigoration on a bunch of them, and you'll end up being able to sort of spam cast forever. Yeah, that one I've tried before. I actually think that that one's quite good. The only problem I have with it is that the Dragon Pretenders for this faction are actually kind of weak in some ways. I wish that they had the ability to like donate their water breathing, because they just have water breathing themselves. They're not strong enough usually to take a province themselves. That might just be, yeah. The Earth Serpent works really, really well. The Earth Serpent's also boring as shit though. The problem I don't with this guy is he's boring. He's probably the most effective like early game expander though, but if I went this guy, it would be really hard for me to get the scales while having him be in a Wake Pretender, because you do want scales as Jomon. Having to sacrifice a bunch of those to just have like a Serpent that can do some early game expansion underwater would be not my favorite thing. I think actually in a certain sense, this guy's actually stronger at expanding underwater than the dragons are, because you can sort of just bring down an army with you, but he's also got like pop kill and a bunch of stuff that's annoying. Yeah, the Earth Serpent is kind of overpowered in some ways and really boring in others. It's not my favorite. But yeah, I like going for sort of the strategy I'm trying to do. Or I want to try and develop the strategy to see if I can get to work, but it is kind of a difficult one. But yeah, Earth Snake is definitely boring. I wish they would make like Titan expanders like more capable of competing with it in certain ways. Like, it doesn't have to be as good as the Earth Serpent, but I would like it if they were competitive to it. I definitely don't feel like I actually need this much of magic, so I think we're actually going to go 2 luck. But we don't actually need luck because we've got order. So maybe I actually just go with more bless. So I could go that, and I'd be more likely to find like water stuff, I guess. But this wouldn't really fit in with what we're trying to do here necessarily. I could take water walking. That might be a way to deal with annoying rivers. Yeah, like Earth Snake is probably the best Awake expander in the game, and it's just a snake. It's weird to me that they made it that good at that compared to a lot of the other stuff that you could have. I might as well just have like major and minor cold resistance, honestly. Or Winter's Gift actually probably be okay. But yeah, we're trying to do this just so we can bless our casters and then have them do useful things here. Although I guess like practicing with this means I should be practicing the sort of mid-game, like using my mages more effectively. Because that is a major problem. I don't bring my mages out with me to fight. Titan expansion. Well, I can show you actually how I do Titan expansion. I actually find it not that bad. But it kind of messes with like the overall strategy here. The only problem with like Titan expansion is like I find you have to have like it's practically necessary to have recuperation or something similar to that, just because of how stupid like the injury system is. But like you can kind of get like a decent Titan expansion. The problem is like what it does to your scales, honestly. Yeah, like I don't think that this is my favorite way to do Titan expansion. Let's go back here. So the way I like to do Titan expansion is actually like with Yomi, because I think they're actually kind of good at it. Because you can sort of have like 3 turmoil, all that. I personally like ice, but there's good arguments to go fire. Yeah, we go like that, we go like that. And we got like tons of points left over to do other stuff as well, so we can go in here and get like 5 or something like that for this. I could have like Windwalker or Charge Bodies or something like that. I think that's like Air Shield is also potentially good, but you don't need it too badly. And I can afford Recuperation, which is like super important. So like I go like this or something like that. I like having access to stuff that just boosts like my starting Titan. But you need to be going for like the right sort of situation to really benefit from this. And you don't always have like the right sort of like nation to be doing a Titan expansion, which I find is kind of annoying, but we definitely don't need shock resistance with what we're doing here. But we don't want charge bodies because like we'll be doing our Dionis and stuff like that. But yeah, like I prefer this kind of setup for Titan expansions where you're using like Yomi or something like that, or some other faction that can deal with that sort of thing. But you have to jump through a lot of hoops, whereas with the Earth Serpent, you just go Earth Serpent, and it doesn't matter what you're doing otherwise. You just have Earth Serpent, and you're done. That's all you need. Like, the main thing is, like, it's got Recuperation. Like, that's really... It's got Protection 20, it's got Recuperation. It's got 210 hit points. Like, that's all you really need to have, like, the Stupid Serpent be good at expanding. Fear's also really good for that, actually, but, yeah. It'd be nice if, like, the dragons were able to compete with that, because Protection 17 is, like, okay, but it's worse by a decent amount. They've got Fear, like, so on paper they should be actually kind of okay, but they don't have Recuperation, so they just get hit by stuff and then die. I don't know, I always find that these things just die. The difference in 3 protection seems to make a huge difference. And they've only got 77 hit points, so they're much, much, much more likely to take afflictions. But, yeah. I feel, like, partly convinced that you can make it so that just having, like, tons of really decent combat mages is actually something that can actually work pretty well. I'm probably wrong, but, you know. Yeah. One of the other ways I've done Titan expansion is actually to have them be dormant, and just only have them expand on the last 2 turns, and you like research construction for the first little bit there. And on like turn 9, or just before they wake up basically, but like it's a bit late by then. Yeah, you need alteration and enchantment, and you need, well, I think Earth 1 at least, so you can get like Iron Skin is actually pretty huge. But that requires like alteration 3, I think, or something like that. It's pretty far in there. But yeah, so something like this, I think. Yeah, no, I do like Jomon, but I do need to start playing some of the other factions. I've actually played a decent amount with the other ones as well, but yeah. Yeah, I'll see you around. Thank you. I'm actually going to be signing off fairly soon, too. It's already almost 2. Jeez. Okay. Pretty much everything around me is all just exactly the same. Alright. This is where it would be nice if I could cross rivers more effectively, but... whatever. Alright. This So this is definitely looking like the most vulnerable sort of section there. I forgot to check for mercenaries turn 1. That's already a big mistake. So many like little detail-y things in this game, and it's kind of actually hard to get them all. Yeah, it looks like there was a group. It's just the shipwreckers. I'm not sure I actually remember them very well. Oh, this is a terrible start, actually. In a lot of ways. Alright, we probably actually sneak this guy a couple provinces out, because we can't really leave this to assassinations. I'm gonna have to take that pretty soon here. So I think we probably actually want to do is like start site searching early, even if we've got really crappy site searching. Which we do. We have extremely crappy site searching, but it's better to have extremely crappy site searching than no site searching, I guess. Although, admittedly, I also want the research, so... Yeah, so we push this guy out another province, I think. Oof. What the hell? I kind of knew that one was going to be a bit of trouble. But we actually got pushed back into our capital. It's actually kind of nice in a certain way there. Ugh. Okay, what do we got up here? Yeah, practically the whole army. It's fine. Yeah, so... No, I think we just start working on here. Yeah, they all got left over there, that's fine. Okay. This guy researching's fine. Yep, that's fine. Oops. So this might work, not 100% sure, but either way, I'm gonna deliver more cav while we're at it. Alright, should be fine. Ugh. Nope, that worked out okay. Yeah, being surrounded by like lots of barbarians or lots of like heavy cav can make your expansion like a lot harder, I've been finding, for obvious reasons. Didn't bother getting like independence this time, and I probably should have been. Although it seems like you can expand without them. You just need the cavalry. I actually managed to cap out my recruitment points already, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think I can go without any kinds of, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's also not good. But, yeah, I think we're capable of getting, like, our expansion parties a little bit cheaper than I have been. Close enough. Okay, nothing to assassinate there. Just gonna move this guy over this way. And have you search, and then we'll move him over there. Although, actually, no, we need to move him now. This could end up being really bad, because they could actually take that from us. I think we just need cavalry to expand. I don't think we need any infantry. Like, the distraction infantry just doesn't seem like it does anything. Like, maybe we have a couple archers sort of like in the back. And that lets this guy sort of like chill out back there where he's safe, I guess. It's kind of annoying that the AI is this close to us. Okay. Oh, I missed the wet ones. That would have actually been potentially game-changing. Shoot. Alright, let's try this again here. Actually, it's 2 o'clock. I need to sign out. I need to get to work soon. Alright. So in any event, yeah, I'm still playing this game, still practicing it. Tomorrow's going to be, I'm going to make a guide video for Songs of Conquest, though, because that is what I have been sort of focusing my learning on to some extent. This game definitely not going to be making a guide on. It is way too complicated for me. So, despite that, yeah, I'm going to be signing out now. Hope you found this stream enjoyable. I will see you guys all on Wednesday.